Schools have ingrained in our brains that the Earth is no great spheroid, that stars and the moon and everything is outside of our atmosphere. But have you ever thought of the possibility that it's all a lie, that we've been lied to our entire lives through the educational system? I'm here to give an informative speech on how the flat Earth could be possible through scientific and biblical evidence. To begin, Earth's curvature. Earth has a radius of about 3,965 miles. Now, if you use the Pythagorean theorem, it creates about an 8-inch per mile curvature. However, this curvature could also be an inward curvature, more like concaved rather than spherical like that. For instance, there was a news article about a pilot who, there was a passenger on the plane and she was pregnant, but her water broke while she was on the plane. They were from Japan and they were flying to California. Now, if you look at the halfway point, which was where they were approximately, the pilot, it wouldn't make sense for the pilot to stop in Alaska. However, he did. Now, why? Now, if you look at the Earth in a flat Earth perspective, Alaska would be between Japan and California, which would make complete sense of why he stopped in Alaska for the lady to give birth. Now that we have looked at a scientific point of view, now let's look at a biblical point of view. The Bible provides scientific points proved on curvature. Matthew 4:8 states, "Again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory." Once again, this indicates that if you were high above, due to the curvature, you wouldn't be able to see as much as one would think, due to the curvature, kind of looking down at a cone type figure. However, if the Earth was flat, you would be able to see all the kingdoms, just how Matthew 4:8 is saying. Also, Isaiah 40:22 indicates that it is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretch out the heavens as a curtain, and spread them out as a tent to dwell in. The word circle in this verse is referencing more to a flat circular shape. If the Bible would have used the word round or ball shaped, which back then Greek, ball or round meant more of a sphere and circle meant a 2D figure. If the Bible would have used that could indicate that the Earth was a sphere. However, since they use the word circle, that's what indicates it could be flat. Furthermore, flat Earth can be indicated because the Bible states that the Earth is stationary. Psalms 104:5 says, "Who laid the foundations of the earth, that it should not be removed?" Houses are built on foundations. Earth is like our house in a huge form. I have never once seen a spherical house. It just doesn't exist because due to the Earth's curvature, then the house would be rolling all over. However, if it were like a plate form, that is understandable for a house to be built on. 1 Chronicles 16:30 says, "Fear before him all the earth, the world also shall be stable, that it not be moved." This shows the power of God. He is in charge of everything. He created this earth. So, to most scientists who believe in flat Earth, think of it as a snow globe, where the glass is the atmosphere and the flat part is the Earth, how a snow globe would place itself on the Earth. Also, historically, up until about the 1900s, everyone believed that the Earth was flat because there was no evidence showing it could be circular, which is why they had the fear of falling off the edge of the Earth. But also, if you look at the images, satellite images that NASA space stations like that have taken images of. The Earth has drastically changed over a 100-year period, which that doesn't make sense because over millions of years, the Earth barely shifted and changed. However, over a 100-year period, it changes as drastically as the images provide. Just doesn't quite make sense. So, as Christians, we are supposed to put all of our faith in God. The Bible can be proven chronologically in things that occur through science. And proof of flat Earth is prevalent through the Bible and scientific inquiry. We may view science as trustworthy as possible because, as Pathos states, we tend to believe things that come from people who are more professional at it. There's a lot of biblical proof as well as scientific correlation that will show the possibility of the flat Earth theory. Thank you and have a good evening.